Hi, excuse me. Hi, and welcome to a Friday evening live card making tutorial. This evening I have for you vintage trucks and holiday cheer. I was just so excited when my Road to Christmas kit was delivered late this afternoon and thought, oh, this is perfect for a casual Friday. And I'm get together with my ladies tomorrow at church, and I really wanted this kit to get here to be able to show them. So I'm very happy that it showed up. So let me start by introducing myself. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 24 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. And boy, was I ever this kit just so pretty. So let's go ahead and have a closer look at that. So this is one of the latest kits. It was released on September 3rd. And here it is. Let me show you the QR code for that. So this is an all-inclusive kit, and the price is so low because there's no stamping. So super easy, but so pretty. I mean, red trucks, they just are always popular, aren't they, for Christmas? So let me hide that. And, oh, Miss Adelaide is here. Hello, hello, hello. And we will look through the kits. And so you have the supplies to make four cards each of two. All right, and Miss Kathy is here. Fantastic. All right, so it all comes in one of these handy dandy boxes. There we go. And it starts with instructions, and they do a really good job with instructions. And Miss Jane is here. Fantastic. So we've got our color photos, and then, okay, I just love a gorgeous envelope. So here are the envelopes, and you get 8. So they're all the same, but isn't that pretty? So we got decorations on the outside and on the flap when they open it up. That just makes it so special. So Christmas cards, maybe that's why. So, so special. And then our card bases in Pool Party and Lost Lagoon. I love plaid. So this is all just thrilling me. And then it's sort of watercolored, right? Or the pencil look. And then for our cards to build the scene. And then the awesome vintage trucks. Hey, Miss Danette is here. And so I'm only showing you one each. There's enough to make 4 of each cards. And so the Christmas tree, the dog, the presents, and see, no stamping. Oh, Miss Cherie is here too. Hello. You're going to love this. And so then all the greetings. So really super easy. So let's dive in. You know what we can do is go ahead and get our greetings out of here. There we go. So you've got sending loads of Christmas cheer. Oh, these envelopes. Yes, Miss Jane, I agree. They are beautiful. And joyful Christmas wishes. Okay, so we've got those in there. And then I know I need a Christmas tree. And one of these puppy dogs. And 2 of the presents. And there are going to be leftovers. If there is a dog on one of the cards, I can't see where it would go. So you're going to have some leftovers, which is fun. And then we need 1 each of the trucks. Aren't these beautiful? And I love how easy they come out. So you don't have a bunch of hanging chads. And look at this, so we can tuck things in. These have cuts in them, so we can tuck in presents and a tree. Very, very, very clever. And all inclusive, well, it includes all the adhesive. So we've got Stampin' Dimensionals and tear and tape adhesive. Yeah, yes, Miss Kathy, these cards are fast. So 8 of them. Wow, but they're so pretty. So, so pretty. All right. Oh, you know what? These would be nice for church. At church, we all exchange cards instead of mailing them. There's a table back there, and you pile them up according to someone's name, and put them in their own pile. And these are really sharp and wouldn't take a long time. There are some people that I'm closer to. They're going to get one of my handmade ones, but and this is handmade, but totally from scratch. All right, so I line up those edges. I do recommend a bone folder. That's not included in the kit, but that's a good staple to have anyway. And then the Pool Party one. And they tell you all the colors in case you want to they do list them all on the instructions, which is nice in case you want to do something more with the leftovers. So we've got basic black cherry cobbler, right? Crumb cake, crushed curry, early espresso, Lost Lagoon, mossy meadow, old olive, pecan pie, pool party, and real red. So very, very pretty. Oh, and I like to see the directions. And I'm going to start with the Lost Lagoon base. Let's go ahead and open this up. And so it shows you what you need for each. And they're showing, like I said, I can't find, it shows the dog. Guess we could just add it in, but I don't see the dog on the card. I just don't see where it is unless they put him in the back, but I don't see that because when I get down here, and you could certainly do, get creative. Oh, and at the end, I want to show you a card I made today using that same template last week as the Peace on Earth. It turned out really pretty. All right, so this goes with that, and then this will be landscape. I'm just crazy, but as soon as I saw the trucks, I was crazy about this kit. So, our tear and tape adhesive. This stuff is fantastic. I mean, it's available to order separately in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And, it's great for boxes. It's strong. You can keep a box together. But I'm really liking it for when we emboss because we need something stronger, mini glue dots or dimensionals. And this is working really well. So you saw, I didn't explain, but I pressed down on it because I wanted everything to, if the adhesive, if it's attached really well, it should make that backing easier to come off as I try to get this done. Let's see, we got Miss Paula here too. Hello, hello, hello. All right. And we'll center that on there. It's already just beautiful, isn't it? Okay. And so for this one, we have this truck. Okay. And it shows us where to put the adhesive. Now, after making one, I'm going to do the adhesive the way I want. Okay, so I'm looking at it, and to me, it looks like you're putting the adhesive on before we tuck in the presents. I'm going to do it a little bit different. All right, so on here, these foam adhesive dots, love them. Shows 3, and this is long. It does need the support. I completely agree. This may be my favorite Christmas kit they've ever had. I can't wait to show the ladies tomorrow. All right. Oh, that's for the other one. Okay. So we're going to wait on the adhesive because we're going to take the presents and with this slit, tuck them in here. There we go. So I think I've got it there. We want to be able to see some of it, but you don't want to see the white on the bottom. So about right there. Isn't that slick? Very slick. Now let's add the dimensionals because I'm going to use them to help keep that in place. So I'm going to add one right here. And then, you know what, we can use a little bit of extra. Things were moving on me and I thought, nope, that's what we're going to do. And then at the bottom, it's showing us to use just a half of one. I go, okay. So instead of cutting one in half, we'll just use these are these tonic ones. I can show you where I got them because, we don't have paper snips anymore. These were recommended to me and I'm really liking them. All right, so and down here. I still don't understand why they have the half. You could just use a whole one. Go for it. But don't you like how that's holding those in place? And I still have plenty of support on here. And then, very, very pretty. Goes off each side. And then we'll peel these off. If you ever have one that's not coming up, just press down with your thumbnail. It makes that edge pop up to make them easy to get off. And there aren't any other embellishments or anything. I mean, just super simple, but just so, so pretty. Okay. And theirs is up. Do you think I can get this up without? Okay. I think theirs is up a little bit. Okay, I'm getting it up without tearing anything. Whew. I don't press till I'm happy. And it's fine if yours aren't exact, but I'm seeing that they have theirs a little bit onto the fence, and that gave it more breathing room for our greeting down here, so it wasn't just stuck to the bottom. So I've got some white in between and underneath, and that black is just so elegant on there. And there we go, with, of course, our coordinating envelope. So special, so easy. So we've got more dogs than we need, so if you wanted, you could put him in somewhere. You've got him. All right. There we go. Card 1. So simple. All right, so card number 2. And back with the tear and tape adhesive. And so, this was, like I said, came out September 3rd, at the same time as the holiday catalog, or as Stampin' Up calls it, the September through December 2025 Stampin' Up mini catalog. And we had kits released and a lot of online exclusives. And I've got the links for those under the video if you're watching on YouTube or my blog, because you want to make sure you see all of the online exclusives. A third of the holiday catalog offering was added to the online exclusives instead of in the catalog. Okay, and so these are just really simple in that they're just centered on here. And I want to take the opportunity, I'm not tonight because this card kit is all inclusive and I didn't need any dies, but the magnet cards that I use all the time, free shipping. All right, so today, September 12th through Sunday, September 14th, free shipping on everything at Stampin' Storage. Very, very cool. No minimum, no code, just free shipping for those 3 days. So that's exciting. Okay, so now we have our truck, and we have our puppy dog and presents and our tree. Oh, okay, now I'm seeing. Okay, I don't know that I know I put the adhesive on. I don't know that I took the backing off. I don't remember right now. I hurried up and put this kit together and got it scheduled. Okay, that would make a lot more sense. Let's do this. Peel that off and get it ready. And then on the present, it shows a Stampin' Dimensional over here. And while we've got the Stampin' Dimensionals, we can do that. Oh, Miss Julie is here. So I'd start singing for you that, it's the best time of the year, but you really don't want that. Yeah. With my husband's work, we traveled all over the country. In front of one of the hymnals, it said how the Holy Spirit, just to sing out, didn't matter if you were good or not, because the Holy Spirit will interpret it for God. And I thought, well, okay. So the poor people around me, because I took that seriously, because I do love to sing. It's just not pretty. Okay. And it showed a full one, but my goodness, I thought it was hanging over the edge. So we got the backings off of these. And it won't hurt to go ahead and put our Stampin' Dimensionals down here, that's for sure. Okay, so now, the first time I did it, I didn't have the truck on a steep enough when I looked at the picture. So the tree, there we go, is like that. And this is where I use some dimensionals to help hold things in place. Okay, so it should have caught. Maybe if I come down a little bit more. Yep, there we go. And I did take the backing off. It should catch right there. Okay. So I put it where it showed it, but I would bring it over a little bit more. But it's not going to hurt anything. We're going to secure that with another dimensional. And now this one we'll tuck in here. I think that's so clever. And again, we need to get it. Yeah. Okay. We need to get the presents down where you don't see that the white along the bottom. So it just needs to tuck in, but you want them to stick up. And there we go. Okay. We've got we've got plenty of dimensionals. And if not, there we go. Let's just secure that. It makes me feel better. Can you tell I've been stamping with my friend? Pick on her. She deserves so much better than me, but you know. Okay. Cute. Isn't that scene? We all have gone to the Christmas tree lots. It's really cool. This comes up a little bit over here, a little bit above the, the piece we added. There we go. And now the puppy dog, he's going to sit right here, partially covering up that tire. And boom, done. I mean, seriously, nothing prepped ahead. Did everything right here. And there we have our 2 Christmas cards. So you could see doing all 8 will take no time at all. And once you make one and know what you're doing, it certainly gets easier. Boy, I'm just really pleased with these envelopes. Oh, Miss Jane likes this one even better. I know. I think it's probably the dog. So, you've got plenty of dogs if you want to try to do a dog in here. These are both so awesome. I am just tickled. I don't know. What about you? Do you all think this is the best Christmas card kit we've ever had? Yes, Miss Cherie, they are. They are adorable. The red trucks. You still see them out. They haven't lost their popularity yet. The red trucks for Christmas decorations. See them all over because that stuff is coming out. And I promised to show you something else, but I am just crazy about these, and so they look just like the others. And I have to say, this went a lot easier. It took me a little bit to figure out, the presents and that, but adorable. Tickled. Yeah. And at this price, wow, we can get more. Okay, so I can bring these back in a second, but remember this card that I did? And this was last week, right? And with the Peace on Earth, and that was a card that I didn't particularly care for the card, but I loved the layout. And so then I did the Halloween one. Well, today, I'm loving this template so much. How about that with the pears? Isn't that pretty? So that's with the perfectly pears, and then the painterly pears designer series paper. And so all the same measurements. This was die cut from it. So I used the perfectly pear stamp set, or the bundle, the stamp set, for the thank you. And then the die cut the paper. So isn't that pretty? It is just this template. Then the Halloween one, I don't see it right here. Every one of them is different, because different colors, different themes, but just such a cool card sketch. All right, so there we go. Perfect Casual Friday, and helping to get you ready for Christmas with the Road to Christmas kit that is available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. Oh, Miss Cherie loves it. That's so cool. It is. I'm just crazy about it. So this is, again, where you need to check out the online exclusives, because these things don't show up in a catalog. There may have been a little picture at the front of it, but all we could see is that there'd be a kit. And so you have to check out the online exclusives, because every other month more things are added. It's just something else. All right, so the holiday catalog going full strength. The holiday catalog and the September online exclusives all are happening right now. And that's in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And Miss Cynthia, and I think she's asking how I'm doing. I am doing fantastic. I am one blessed woman. Thank you for asking, and I hope you're doing well too, Miss Cynthia. And I'm so glad you all joined me. I didn't have a lot of notice because it came in so late. I hurried and put them together and got it scheduled. And yeah, love this. And so, yep, available to order Once again, my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I am here every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can just set your clock for that, but you never know when else I will show up. And so what you do is you hit that subscribe button. And then when I'm getting ready, when I schedule a video, it lets you know that I'm getting ready to go live. So you can come and join me and say hello. We've had such a nice group. And we've got Miss Paula. You are so welcome, Miss Paula. Yeah, these cards are great. Um, so hit that subscribe button so you get notified. And you want to come watch me live because you know what? Besides getting to visit with me, which just tickles me to no end, ads aren't on there. You don't have to put up with any ads. So if you come catch me live, but every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and then usually at least one more time during the week. And that I don't have set in stone at all. It's just however that one works out. So hit that subscribe button. And I haven't asked you yet, but please give my video a thumbs up and a share. I really appreciate it when you do that. That just helps YouTube to say, or wherever you're at, hey, people like this, and maybe they'll give me a little bit more, oh, rake me a little bit, put me in front of more people. It's been a long week, hasn't it? So it's all good. So you are so welcome, Miss Danette. Again, I don't know about you all, but I think this is my favorite Christmas kit ever. So that went by so quickly. 20 minutes and we're done and I've been talking. So don't forget about the Stampin' Storage. I've got links under the video. If you would follow one of those links in, I'd really appreciate it. You won't pay a penny more. I'm just an affiliate and they give me this tiny little percentage for telling you about them. So you follow one of those links to Stampin' Storage and enjoy free shipping this weekend. Woohoo! And then your Stampin' Up orders, if you place in my online store, wow, that would really mean a lot to me. So it's that time of the evening where I thank you once again for joining me. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles.